good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul podcast, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolin Hammond. And I am proud to say that we have frequent flyers who often come, but it just shows that we have support of one another, sisters that support one another. So I am welcoming my sister friend, Delphine Price Foster. She's a homegrown girl, so we the country girls. But I want to come. She's coming with us tonight to even talking about something that let me just say this past weekend at Holistic Professional Colors Conference. Shout out to Dr. Ray Queen, who was our guest last week. I want to say fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous is all about mindset, self-care, and how we gonna heal our communities. If we're healing ourselves first. And this just segue right on to Delphine. Welcome, 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 sis.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome because as business owners, we hustle and hustle as an entrepreneur because it's getting really rough out here in these streets, but we still trying
Yes.
because people don't understand. And I'm just a part-time entrepreneur, but people don't understand the concept of how hard it is to keep things flowing abreast because that's your bread and butter on the table,
Absolutely.
but the point of it is, when do we take time for ourselves? So
hmm
Delphine tonight is going to come share about this event that will be happening next week, the She Achieves retreat. And I'm going to put up, just in case you like what you hear, because I know that I have a lot of my female friends out here who are also business owners. And it's just a time to come out and get your self-care on, get rejuvenated, different things like that. But she's going to explain to you just about this retreat. So Delphine, you have the stage to talk about the She Achieves retreat. Just tell the audience how did this come about?
Okay, so She Achieves Retreat. She Achieves Women's Retreat. Okay, first and foremost, I'm a business owner. I've been a business owner, full-time business owner since 1996. So I'm exhausted. I normally work a 100-hour work week. And one thing I know is, especially since I've started a second business, I've always had a trucking company, brick and mortar, but then I started this online business. And so I've learned about the online sales, right? So I'll fast forward ahead. So I've learned about the importance of Q4. And I know that at the beginning of Q4, we are trying to do all the things in business. We're trying to wrap up the year. Q4 is a quarter that I make the most money in my trucking business as well as in my social media business. Q4 is the quarter where I gotta fly, travel for Thanksgiving. I gotta travel for Christmas. I gotta get the presents. I'm picking up my parents. Q4 is when women are doing the most. And that's what I learned about business owners, entrepreneurs. We're doing the most for Q4. So She Achieves Retreat is intentionally scheduled for the first week of Q4. So we can stop for a moment. We can get ourselves together. We can get renewed, refreshed, and we can focus on what are we trying to achieve when we leave. And also, we had a chance to take some time for ourselves before we get into the busiest quarter of our year.
It's very important, those couple days for me to be away. I was blessed and fortunate to be one of the presenters as well for the retreat. Talk about the presenters too, because tell
Oh,
who the presenters are and what they're going to be coming to bring to the retreat.
Oh my goodness, I have some powerhouses. I just put out a whisper and says, "Hey, I might be needing some speakers." And I mean, they come busting out the woodwork, including yourself, the new doctor, Michelle Bolden Hammond. She's going to set the stage for us. We're going to actually be doing sound bowl meditation with you, of course, and you're going to be helping us get our lives together first thing in the morning on the beach with the whole sunrise. We have LaFisha Cannon. She's the part owner of Cannon brand. A lot of people on the Eastern Shore of Maryland probably knows of the Cannon brand. And she's coming to bless us. She's a business expert. She's going to give us some business stuff going on there. She's going to be the only person that we're really talking about business with, but just setting the foundation and that sort of thing. So I'm super excited for her to come. We have Pam Limberry, Minister Pam Limberry. She's going to come. She's leading us with prayer each day, as well as our prayer going home for traveling mercies. But she's also coming to talk to us about learning to hear from the Lord. And I'm really excited about that. And she has a whole segment that she wants to do with us. Let's see here. Who else do we have? We have so many people. I can't even think right now. But those are just to name a few to let you know the type of women that are going to be there. There's going to be quality women here. We're going to have mayors here. We're going to have judges here. But just more importantly, they're going to be it's a sisterhood. It's a sisterhood. Oh, yes. The last thing, and also one of our closing out ceremonies is a sister who's coming. Her name is Charlotte White. She's out of Dallas, Texas. She's flying in. And she's called the Victory Queen. And what she has is called a victory walk. And that's actually how it's going to be our final ceremony. I mean, so like I said, just everyone is coming to pour into us to help us get our spirit renewed so we can take on Q4.
And that's so important because I'm like, today, I just was like charged up. I have been
Mm-hmm.
charged up since I left last Thursday. And to go there. I was charged up trying to get there. When you have these retreats, and it takes a special type of person to put on retreats. I just had this conversation with someone where I was at. Just, everybody say they want to do this, but you really got to have a heart to sold out because Delphine, we
Yes.
already know from experience, you do not know the backgrounds of the story of putting on these retreats. I
Lord
just
have mercy. I will shout from the rooftops. I use wise counsel. When I had the idea of putting a retreat on, you are the first person that I reached out to.
and that's what you want. You want a mentor in this. And
Yes.
when you told me that, that's why I said yes. Because when you talk, because like I said, it's no joke in putting these retreats together. And everybody does not have the call for the retreat. Because one,
Mm,
you can't be not a personable person and don't like people, or you have
right.
these attitudes and not welcoming. That's maybe why you can't get the what you need. But then also, I know for us, I just want to get people healed when they come. But then again, you look at it too, who's supposed to be there? It's gonna
Yes.
be there. So that's one thing I
Yes.
just, to keep in the focus in the back. So who's supposed to be there? It's already been planned for them to
That's
be
right.
there.
That's
And
right.
we look at these people who do retreats way vast. As you said, you're sacrificing a lot. I know you're sacrificing a lot. I do it as well. And when people come, what I get most joy is when people come and leave with see, like you're saying, the victory walk. I'm looking already forward to that because
Yes.
there are some challenges, even when you're
Yes.
putting these retreats on. But it's very important that as a business owner, that this can even help you through the challenges because
Yes.
we know. Let's be honest. If we being transparent here, every sale doesn't always sell because let's can I put this disclaimer out there?
Come on
Because
now.
whoo, I'm seeing it. It's been taught me from some business sites and business worlds. Sometimes it takes you might have done your job, but sometimes it takes you 30 days or more to get your money, but then you still got to put your food on the table.
That's right. And,
You
and would
know,
like for the lights to come on when I hit that light switch. I would like for that to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So, people don't understand when you, especially when you're in full time, it's survival in
Yes, it
business.
is.
And it means survival in business. And a lot of people might think that you got it like that. I might be Dr. Michelle now, but trust me, it's a lot going on with Dr. Michelle
I
right now. But
understand.
I'm just being transparent. I need this retreat myself again. I might just went away, but I'm trying to get it straight this fourth quarter, Q4,
Yes.
because when Q1 comes for 2025,
Say
I want to
that.
be set.
Say that. Say that. Say that, sis. Yes. Well, that's what
Because
this retreat is
because
for.
2024 got to go because it has to go. But when I'm going into Q1 of 2025, these tools and these resources, and
Hmm.
it's so funny too because it's like retreat month for me all this month
Yes.
coming in, from October. And it was funny to how this planned up. I'm here this weekend with you next weekend, the following
Yes.
weekend, I'm at mine. One break in October, and then I'm going again on the 26th. So, but I'm blessed because people see the need for that.
Yes.
The people see the
Yes.
need because people really do need the mind, the body, and the soul and the spirit all
Yes.
rejuvenated. And I'm so glad
Yes.
that you did that. So, a tool, I'm going to ask you the question
Hmm.
for those who may be watching right now. Tell the audience making relaxation a sacrifice in your business goals.
It should not be a sacrifice. It needs to be a part of your business goal. There is no way that you can be in business nonstop. Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I work 100 hours a week. That's 16 and a half hour days, 6 days a week. I've been doing that for over 25 years, but I take off one day. My one day is Saturday. I can sleep all day on a Saturday and don't even think twice about it. So it's a part of my business goal. It's a part of my business plan. It's already incorporated and it's no sacrifice. So as a business owner, you got to figure out how to make it a part of your every of your week. I mean, you might not can do things for yourself every single day, but at least make it a part of your week. And I've been able to hold true to that, taking Saturdays off and just doing whatever for
Right,
over 20 years.
right.
It needs to be a
You
part
know,
of your plan.
it should be a part of your plan. And that's why I say some people look at it as oh, I got to sacrifice this day just to do this day, but you should have that already in your business plan.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so for the participants who will be coming, as we already said, you got everything lined up. You got things for the mind, you
Yes.
got things for the body, and you
Yes.
got things for the soul. What is the one thing that you want your participants who are coming to take away with?
A newfound. First of all, I would like for them to come away with a connection, a new maybe accountability partner, a newfound friend, a newfound group of friends, a new network, because it's really about the sisterhood. So people are coming from all across the United States, and the one thing I want everyone to leave away with is a new bestie. It will someone that they can connect with that they did not know before they came, and of course the rest. I want to come away rejuvenated, but I do not want to discount the importance of the sisterhood aspect of it because your net worth is your network. Your
Ooh,
network is your net worth. Same
yeah,
thing.
and people don't realize that. You done said a key role with me because the same with me. I met people way from all
Mhm,
across this U.S. This
mhm.
past weekend, and California, Michigan, um, Atlanta, New Jersey, Illinois. It was people everywhere, Florida, all over the place. And it was just so much of a mass. The energy, synergy, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking
Mhm.
at the synergy because when you see all people in the one with the same mindset and gather it,
Yes.
everybody came in unison. That's the
Mhm.
whole key with it. So
Yes.
you definitely want to get your network because, again, what tool you may not have, they may have. What tool
Exactly.
you may have. And let me say this, sometimes we barter services. And can we tell the truth
Come
about
on.
it?
Yes, we can.
We barter services. And not to say, no, let me take that back. As business owners, it's about business. But you never know when you barter that service, you never know what the return will be back. You will get
Exactly.
some return on that investment because it
Absolutely.
might be something that you don't have that they need. And then at one
Absolutely.
point of time down the road, here comes about 50 clients for you.
That's
Just
right.
to say,
That's
uh,
right.
a prime good example this past weekend when my stuff went up about the services and what I had calculated, what I had done, someone called me straight about, oh, I didn't know you was a doula. Yes. And this person is at a place where people are in parenting and stuff like that. So you never know. See,
Never.
you never know. And that's what it is. It's about networking.
Yeah.
because in your networking process, there could be the resource
That's right.
that you need and the tool to advance in your business.
Absolutely. I live by that.
So we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to come right back, and we're just going to come back and talk a little bit more about the retreat. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to another episode of the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond. And I am here with my sister friend, Delphine Price Foster. Look, I gotta say that because I was gonna say Price. I said, don't get me, Mr. Price. I don't get me, don't get me. So, when we talking about accountability, I'm
Hmm.
so glad that you are incorporating that,
Hmm.
because even in business, you need an accountability partner.
Oh my goodness, do you? Absolutely.
You do need a accountability partner. And I think that's a great resource, which is going to lead me to the next question that I have for you. What resources or support do you think that a person needs to achieve their next business milestone? And we did talk a little bit on it before we went for break, but what are some key things that you have known in your years of business?
Well, some things that I wish that I had done earlier in business. I wish that I had gotten a mentor. um you go further faster, let's face it. So a mentorship, I think, is very important, whether it's paid or unpaid. It doesn't matter how it comes, but mentorship, we follow in the steps of someone who's already done it, or whatever the case may be, something like that. And then also, like I said, your accountability partner, because it's easy not to send that email today, say, oh, I'm not going to send that email because they really don't want to talk to me, or they don't want to hear from me. But your accountability partner, like, no, no, we said we're going to do 10 emails a day, let's go. That there is priceless in business. And those are some things that I wish I had done earlier on. But also, discipline, just being disciplined, because business is hard. I haven't seen a business that's just easy. I'm sure there's some out there, but for the average person, business can be very challenging. And so you have to have the discipline and the will to continue even through the most challenging times of being in business.
Most definitely, most definitely. Because a lot of people don't know, because they just assume, it does take you a while to build your business. Because
Hmm.
your first, I'm gonna just say for me, these first 10 years, you just
Hmm.
seeing a little bit of something, but the first 10 years is very, very hard, very, very hard, because you're mostly what you're putting in, you're not really getting enough back to but you sustain, you keep it rolling, you keep it going.
You
So
do.
the last question that I have for you is, when we talking about creativity, so this is a creative retreat as well,
Hmm.
because even in my session, I'm going to get them to be creative. Even in the morning, I'm going to
Good.
get them. It might be early, but that's when your juices for fall should fall fresh in the beginning of the day, because it's going to start your day. So
Hmm.
how do you incorporate more creativity in your business strategy? Because it comes up with a strategy.
Well, I'm going to always go back to the same thing. I'm going to continue to go back to the same thing: my network, my
Hmm.
accountability partner, talking it out. Because
Hmm.
if you hold it inside, that it's like the creativity can be suppressed. But if I have someone where I can talk it out to, some people like to journal, and I was a journaler for many years, but I've never got the results that I've gotten until I actually spoke it out. Um, spoke it out to someone, having the actual dialect with someone, and therefore, if you can kind of get it off your chest and you can have a conversation, then it can actually form into something other than just a creative idea. So to me, that is very important for creativity. to grow is to be able to really talk it out. So I would, like I said, it's the most definitely the network, your sisterhood, your accountability partner, someone to talk it out to. If you find that you don't have that person, then journaling is a great way to kind of put all your ideas down, and learning how to journal effectively is also a good way to get your creativity going. But you will just be mind blown by if you just get an accountability partner, or have a network of people that you communicate with on a regular basis, or your mentor, and let those creativity form into something beautiful.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And as you were just sitting here talking, my mind is still creating right now. Always creating. It's like it never shuts down. But when you just said that, most of the time people always address to to speak with people that they know. But what I like about this, it's a diverse group of people who don't
Hmm.
know one another, don't know diddly about each other.
That's it.
And that don't know diddly about each other. And it'll incorporate how what that thinking cat or whatever that person may be
Mhm.
thinking, it actually builds off strength to the other.
Yes. You
That's what
just
you
said
want.
it
You want
earlier.
this mass strength exchange of accountability, but we all hearing it at the same time. But what has to do, it has to reflect through us to move into your missions.
Yes. Yes. That
Ooh, I'm
is,
getting chills
it's,
just talking about that now.
yes.
Like, ooh,
I
I'm
love
getting
that.
chills just talking about that. So again, I am so excited about being a part of this. And again, I want to say thank you for letting me be a part of
Oh,
this.
I
I
wouldn't do
count
it
it not
without you.
robbery for that. I really do.
Thank
Look,
you.
good evening. We have Pleasure Code who has joined us. And we also has Angela Sullivan. Thank you, cousin. She said iron strengthen irons. That's it. You gotta
Yes.
put all that iron in the pot, put all that iron in the pot. It really moves and it
It does.
motivates. So
It
I will
does.
say you don't want to miss out. Plus, it's in Florida, which
Yes.
right now is a
Well,
nice time to be. I'm
yes.
I'm a I I need to put my feet in the water, my
Yes,
toes
we
in the
do.
sand.
Yes,
I
we
need to get,
do.
you know what? That's something else. I will teach them about grounding
Thank you.
in the
Thank
morning.
you.
And then what's so great about this? You're around the water. Water refreshes. So
The-
when you achieve, you're gonna just look at this. I will say this, Lord, whoo, he's working on. I'm hearing a whole bunch of stuff in my head. This will be, she achieves will be something that they will be replenished, refilled, and they will let it cast away what's been holding them back.
my.
Mm,
Mm. Wow.
I'm getting chills. So I know that's right.
Yes.
I'm
And
getting
also, we
chills.
can just let the people know that this is our first annual. We will be doing this every year going forward. So if you can't make it to this one, we forgive you, but we'd expect to see you next year.
So there it is, and there's still room for someone else who want to
Yes.
go. If you think, let's say this, not even if you are a business owner, but if you have this project that you really been trying to break off, to break free, to get to, and
Mhm.
I know it costs money, but let me tell you this, I'm still invested in myself.
Yes. Yes. That's the best investment
I
we can
am
make.
priceless, and you have to invest in yourself.
You do.
I mean, it is what it is, and don't. And let me say this: I'm be like the young people. Don't get it twisted.
That's what they say.
Don't get it twisted. There are still some challenges, and I'm just being free and just being transparent. That's one thing you will see. I'm very transparent about that. There are some challenges going on, but like I said, you just only realize that the challenge that I had just to get to Oklahoma City
Yeah.
that
Yes.
Friday, and I know I posted, and Thursday I posted it. I'm like, what is trying to stop me
Hmm.
from my destiny? You know what I mean? It was a lot of challenges about my name. I have never in my life had no problem at no TSA about my name. What?
Hmm.
They, I'm like, come on now,
As
wait.
much as you fly.
As much as I fly, my point exactly. I have never had that much trouble with my name, and they took it to two different TSA people. It was time for me to get ready to get on 8:05, was boarding. I'm still in the TSA at 7:35, and I got there on time. I'm not understanding that. And then, of course, they say go to the help desk. I went to the help desk. Long line there. People standing there shouldn't even been in the help desk just to put their luggage. I'm like, what is going on? And I will tell you, I'm a person who don't have anxiety. I don't, because I help people with this. But it took me till I got on the plane to about an hour into the plane to really settle down. I did breathing, I did all of that. But then get to San Antonio, get on the plane, no problem. Get to San Antonio, someone passed out on the plane. So,
no way.
I had to turn around and go back. I said, look, what is stopping me? But let me tell you this. Ladies who are here to come, trust me, be prayed up before you come, because I will tell you that there's a destiny that awaits for you, because you're gonna achieve, even going back home, because people try to make you lose what you gain from when you come back from being refreshed. So I will give you that as a tool too. Give you that as a tool too. On the way coming and on the way going, because trust me, something will come up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That will try to disturb. And I'm like, okay, what is this about? But what's funny about that, Delphine, the reason why I said that, it was mostly everybody that was supposed to be to that conference had difficulty getting there.
Wow.
So you know that was you know what that was.
Yes,
that was
I
like
do. Yes, I do.
That was, if people want to say, that was a spiritual attack that was
yes,
going
it
on.
was.
So
it was too many beautiful sisters going to become doctors.
Yeah. So
The world wasn't ready. It's
okay.
okay.
It's and like I tell people, I'm still metamorphosizing with it. So I'm thankful for the gifts. I'm thankful for the God-given talents. Let me say that to you. Those are his talents that he's just using me as a vessel to say. So Roxanne, hello. Thank you for joining. Great is thy faithfulness. Yes, it has to be faith. Angela says it's election year. Laugh out loud. And Amanda Kidd is here. She says, hey, ladies.
Amanda, how are you? Amanda has been blessing me so much here lately.
Yeah, she's a
my
sweetie.
goodness.
She's a sweetie. She's a sweetie. She is a sweetie.
Never met her in person, but she has been such a blessing to me. And
She
here
is.
lately, I guess I've been on her heart here lately. She's been sending me people left and right. So I just want to thank you, Amanda. I really, really, really thank you.
Yeah. And see, that's what, and that's, see what happens. You having me come to the retreat. We've been knowing each other for a minute, and it's how we help one another, but we building a network together. That's because even with Pam, see, I share the information. So many people want to charge, for just giving out a little text and tax of information. You know what I mean? But see how I'm getting blessed? You having me come. You having me be among mayors. You having me come along, be city official. See, people miss the concept of collaboration. I'm all about collaboration, because collaboration will bring you liberation. So I just will say that, that they just have to, girl, I'm on here tonight. I'm on fire. You can tell I'm still, woo, geez. Hey, Michelle, my other sister friend is on here. Yes, look, that's it. Collaboration is key, because people will tell me you is a networking queen, because I feel as though when they reached out, we reached out. Now Pam's gonna be there. That's what you got to do. Don't be afraid to hold on to what somebody. And I get it. We all about finances, but stop holding on stuff, because it ain't yours no way.
That's right.
I'm just keeping it real. Stop holding on to stuff. Help somebody.
And also, if I can go forward with that, stop trying to make a dollar and start trying to make a difference.
God the mighty knows. see how that fire transpired. That's it. Because I felt that too. I felt that too. So be ready. That's all I can say. Be ready. Not get ready, but be ready. Be ready to she achieves. Be ready to come, forget everything which you achieve. And I'm gonna be working on some stuff with that, for that morning, because I think morning is really good. And I would tell them to be empty when you come, because when you leave from the session, you're gonna be full. So
Mm.
yeah. So
Well
yeah.
received. Well
Well, yeah.
received.
So again, sis, again, everyone, there is the information where you can go to apply yourself if you want to come along with us. And let me tell you what it is. It's October the 4th through the 6th, in Fort Lauderdale. Do you want to tell them where the hotel and stuff
Yeah,
is?
yes, it's actually at the Marriott Resort. It's right on the beach on Ocean Drive. And we're going to be there that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right now, if you go to that link, you'll see the information for the retreat, and you can. The room block is closed, but you can certainly still just come and just pay the registration fee, and you have to take care of your own accommodations. But we would still love to see you there. And as you can tell just from the conversations with Michelle and I, it is going to be pretty powerful.
Yes, I'm ready.
I
I
am
got a
too.
short week next week. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go already.
Me
I'm ready to
too.
go already. But yes, I'm ready to go already. So again, I want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And just there's some new stuff that is coming up. People like they was calling me doctor today. It still ain't hit me yet. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay. But there's
So
some.
proud of you.
Thank you. I thank God. Thank God. It's all God. The thing, my desire is to have this whole school for wellness, and I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere, and it will take money to get this off the ground, because I'm gonna tell you, folks, the stuff that I've learned, and Amanda, I might be calling you on this one too. The stuff that I've learned this past weekend when it comes down to the alternative health lifestyle, mind, body, and soul. And I know everybody don't agree. Let me put that disclaimer right there. I know a lot of people don't agree with different modalities, but I know who I am. I'm just gonna put that out there. I know whose I am.
Mm,
Um, but the different modalities, there's so much out here for our community that we can heal our communities. And that's one of the things I love about HPOC too. One of the things about HPOC is, and the motto is, we heal ourselves, we heal our community.
mhm,
There is no way that we should be dying from chronic diseases such as diabetes, different things like that. When I tell you some of the modalities that I learned, that I learned this weekend, I'm just gonna give you this plea to look out for. So there's the pink salt, the Himalayan salt,
mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm,
On it, it says no nutritional value.
mhm,
Actually, it can help with some of the toxicity in your food, because if you notice, a lot of inflammation and stuff is in our foods right now. And
mhm, mhm,
I'm looking for some farmers. That's why I'm connected with someone down in North Carolina,
mhm.
that it's gonna have to go back to the old time way.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just period. Just
Ye-
period. We're gonna have to go back to the old time way, because it's just so much. You're gonna have to go back to the old time way. That's all I can say. But there was so much, even down to the school. People don't even know. You got child, you doing holistic alternative foods. You can get this IEP for your children. You don't have to really go through that X-ray thing at the airports, really, because they're taking away, again, that's taking away your right. Government might say that, but there's a way around it. So much organizations out here fighting because they're changing the terminology for people who don't have licensing. But I'm licensed, so what modalities I use, I can use for
mhm,
the thing. But for those who aren't, people who are yoga instructors, people who do massages, different things like that, they're changing all this wording around for, you can't even say preventive or different things like that. But there's an organization out there, because I was right with the lawyer, spent the whole weekend with Mr. Steve, that's there to tell you that you can only have 3 to 5 people in your state, and he's going to look over your different stuff, different where you come from, that you can create a safe harbor. This is what about you trying to achieve things. And I'm just so glad that I was in the room. So this would be the same
Yes.
thing. I'm putting that plea out. If you want to be in the room, you're going to be in the room. Go and grab it, because it's no need of you coming from the retreat not achieving what you hit, because there's
Mhm.
everybody that's going to hold you accountable that's in the room. So
Yes.
I'm just gonna put that plea. Hey Rod, hey Randy, how are you? Randy said there's plenty of grants available. Well, Randy, I'm gonna have to talk to you after show. I'm gonna have to talk to you after show then, because that's the grant writing is not my thing. I can tell the idea, but grant writing ain't my thing. I'll pay somebody to do it. So
Yes. Yeah, me
that's
too.
not my fiasco. I can put the program together, but that's not my fiasco. Nope, nope, nope. But anyway, but again, audience, we want to say thank you so much. And we have some special stuff that's coming up next week, because I have a phenomenal guest and you don't want to miss. And I also want to share that in a couple of weeks, speaking of that, I'm glad you said something about that. In a
Mhm.
couple of weeks, the visionary here, I guess I can say it now, Dr. Michelle Bolden Hammond collaborated with 10 other ladies, and we're our daughters healing remedies and recipes. It comes down from people from all different types of practices, giving out things about food, giving out things for your natural body. So that will be coming out in October the 14th. So I
All
just want you to be
right.
aware of that too. So
Oh,
again, yeah, and it's deep. It's really deep, deep, deep. I just like, wow. I'm so proud of the ladies, and they will be looking forward. They will be coming on the show. So I am so proud of them. They really poured into it. It's just some of the old time way things that we think about. Like I said, people didn't. When my aunt had us out there picking out that dandelion, what people drinking now? Dandelion tea.
mhm,
I'm just saying
mhm, mhm.
different things for your body. So again, audience, we appreciate you for tuning in. And until next week, stay blessed, be blessed, and follow your dreams, because they can manifest into reality.
Yes.
All right. Take care, and we will see you on next week.